I got the old Ford fired up. It's warming up. And I'm going to get back over to this. I got something I need to show you. Welcome back to the journey, friends. So we actually had a little visitor this morning. Well, a big visitor. And let's go over here and show you. But for one, if you're already a subscriber to our side channel, which is the Scuttlebutt with IFF, then you would have already seen the sneak peek. And if you're not subscribed over there, we gladly ask that you head on over there, give us that subscribe. You get a little bit of sneak peeks and behind the scenes type stuff. It's always greatly appreciated. Help us grow. We're not quite to 1,000 subscribers yet over there. Just getting by doing with what we're doing, right? Okay, so let's get you flipped around and let's go see what I see. So you see we had a truck come through here once again. Obviously we had to wait for no rain for quite some time. And then you can even see where the smaller stump was here. He left pretty good sized rut. So I got that filled in with a little bit of rock. I'll cover it back over with some dirt. But eventually all of this right here that I'm walking is gonna have this. So this is the SB2. Basically it's the road rock gravel. It has fines in it, right? And it actually compacts really, really well and gets settled in. That's what they put out on our county roads. And at some points, all of this, even our driveway over there, is gonna have some of this rock, right? But right now, our local quarry, where we normally get this material from, is shut down. So he's having to go to other towns a little further away. So right now it kind of increases the cost of this. So we're gonna wait until we can get it here a little more locally to kind of bring those costs back down for delivery and such. But anyway, this has to be done, so we're doing it now. We may or may not need to get at least one more load. So I'm going to attempt to spread this around with a box blade. I need to see if it has a little finer adjustment that I can put on there, because normally it's either all the way down or all the way up. So I do need to look and see if I can fine tune that just a little bit. And yes, I know that there's like a little adjustments or a little valve thing underneath the seat. And that's in the position that it's supposed to be, to where you can kind of set the position depending on where the handle is. So if not, I'm gonna have to do it with the old Mexican backhoe, the shovel, La Pala. So yeah, anyway, I'm also gonna flip you around and show you some other stuff that we're gonna do while I'm attempting to do this with a tractor. All right, so one of the biggest things for the truck driver, you know, once he brings in the house and is able to go down the hill, for the back house, or back portion of the house, he's fine. He said he can just back up, you know, basically right in here. But whenever he brings in the front one, we would have to basically get all this cleaned out. This stump would have to come out for him to be able to back all the way out. So I think instead of that, we're going to clean all this up instead. Which, I mean, this is gonna be a front yard, so we want it to be cleaned up anyway. And we're gonna go ahead and take out some other trees. So this tree actually does need to come down because it has a lot of dead stuff in it. And it's, sorry for the wind, y'all. But yeah, this tree is definitely gonna have to come down. Just not gonna be safe for anybody walking underneath it. And just a lot of these branches are all dead and falling out anyway. And then all of this right here is gonna get cleaned up. Eventually this cedar will come out. We're gonna clean it up. We're not gonna take it down just yet. But then there's also a barbed wire fence that's here that we're gonna take that out. So whenever the truck driver comes in to connect the front portion of the house on this side, he'll just be able to come down and then all this will be clear. That way he can just drive out that way back behind, you know, everything. So I think it'll be all right with that. Dad's gonna work on that. I'm gonna attempt to move a lot of this material with the tractor if I can. If not, like I said, then it is what it is, because it has, there's like a little block, right? It has a little wing nut that you can slide and adjust on the control for that tractor to be able to adjust the height, right? So if you're using a blade or a box blade or a mower or any of those things, right, to where you can adjust the height on that. And I have not tried using it. So I'm gonna go here, I'm going to adjust on it and see if I can get the box blade to go down to where the max, height of that is gonna be, 3 or 4 inches. Just, I can always come in here and smooth stuff out a little better with a rake or whatnot, but I just want to see, or even if I can push it by backing up, we'll see how it goes. Anyway. Hi, baby. so far, I mean, that's proven to be a little difficult with a box blade. I think if we had like a one of the grater type blades, it'd be a little easier to just basically go up there, grab it, and then kind of scoop it. Or a lot of times those blades too, you can kind of offset it to the side. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna come over here. I don't want to do it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spread it with the shovel. At least get it knocked down a good bit, and then I can always come back in here with the tractor and finish smoothing it out. Shoveling's no fun, so I'm gonna give this tractor thing a go again. Well, so far it's actually making pretty good work, but I've noticed, well, I don't know if Brett's ever noticed or not, but once the tractor gets really warm, it starts not wanting to play nice. So I did notice yesterday going through that thing probably needs an oil change, and it does go through oil a little bit. He already knows that. I mean, you can even see on the side of the engine that thing leaks like a sieve here and there, and I do check it before I operate it every day. But I mean, you can just see all the stuff on the side. But the fuel's good. It's not out of fuel, and I'd still think that this bowl here needs to be replaced. I'm a firm believer of that. Probably just a good tune-up too. Dad went through it again yesterday and actually noticed one of the wires was loose, one of the plug wires. So for one, it's running a lot better than it has been since we've picked it up. But it could use some new plugs, some new wires, an oil change, and just a good old-fashioned tune-up. And we might try to get that done before we take it back, because we like returning stuff better than what we picked it up. And but right now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. It's actually doing really well so far, and it sure beats doing it by shovel, I can tell you that. And yeah, it's obviously there's still a real high spot right here, but I need to get more material going that way, more material kind of standing where I'm at. So while that's cooling down, I'm not going to stop working. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to doing it by the shovel, by the hand. Yeah, I don't like doing that, but I don't like just sitting around doing nothing either. And just like that, it's all spread out for the most part. So I was able to get the tractor time to cool off, that way I can get back to work. Hey, he's an old tractor, but I do see it's a little bit of a hump like this, right? Which is fine, because I don't want it to be a bowl. I would rather have water roll off of it. But I don't know, might need to bring a little more material this way. Might even have to buy another thing of material, which that's we don't have it. We don't have that available. But if this isn't done, it's regardless, we're not able to bring the house in, right? So I'm going to actually check and see what the different levels are. So I'm actually breaking out the water level. And we've done videos on this before. If I can find it back in my playlist, I'll actually go post that up here in the corner. You guys can go check out. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this dragged out, get the bucket filled up, and then we're gonna start checking the lay of the land, basically see high spots, low spots, and determine from there if we need to get another load or not. So plus I'm not the only one that's making decisions around here. So Gladys is actually finishing up with the little one doing schoolwork, and then she's going to come over here, check it out, and then we'll make that decision. Okay, so one of the biggest things with having a water level is you want to make sure that your hose, it doesn't kink, right? Because you get areas like that will kind of kink, and that stops the water from flowing. You don't want that. So actually, this has to go this way. Trying to do this one-handed, y'all, and hold you. Okay. Well, let's get some water in a bucket. Kind of get this weighted down. And I might need to, yeah, I'll fill it up and then I'll move it. Where's my hose? There it is. See if we can get over here before the water starts coming out. Maybe. We're gonna make it. Yeah, we've made it. And as that's filling, basically walk your line again. And then I have this actually closed off, so it's not going to allow any of the air or water to go through the line unless I open it. So, and Dad's down there, he's still clearing out that area. We'll get over there here in a sec. So, let me get this opened up. I don't know what happened. I think the kiddo fell out the door. She does that on occasion. So you want to make sure that this side of your hose is actually downhill from the bucket, and it pushes all the air out. You'll have all that the air and water coming out of the line as you're filling up your bucket. And then once that has happened, and you have a nice steady stream of water coming through your line, then from there you'll be able to, adjust your water level of where you need it to be.
Hey, that's hot water for y'all.
All right, so bucket is full. I should have water going all through the line. So we'll come down here, see if it's pushed out. Plus you can look and make sure that there's no air bubbles, and that you come all the way down here to the end, and you should see a stream of water coming out that's nice and steady. I don't see any air bubbles. Don't see any air bubbles. And then we have a nice steady water coming out. So we'll go ahead and get this capped off because I didn't see any air bubbles. As it sits right now, we would not have an issue with the house that's coming in. They're able to put everything on blocks. So if they got to put one extra block over there vice here, okay, right, everything's gonna get leveled out with blocks and with shims and all that stuff. Not too worried about that. Now we're still gonna go through, and because we do eventually want to have a road come through here, so we need a backhoe. So until either I can buy a backhoe, rent a backhoe, or have someone from the community with a backhoe come help us, that's right. It is what it is. So with that, and then we're going to have parking back here in the back. So I'm going to take some measurements. I want to see where high spots are, low spots are. And then we may or may not still get another load. And obviously we're still clearing out over there. So let's get I need to get a stick for this. Just tape it to the stick. Go grab pencils so I can make some marks.
What you doing?
That's in the house empty.
Ready? Okay. What you doing?
Putting this on a stick, like I said, I was going to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So far, the water's always going to find level to itself. So once you always want to set your bucket, and they've seen where the bucket is.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually gonna have to move it a little closer to us so I can get to the other side of the house pad.
Yep.
And so it doesn't even matter if this is perfectly straight on the stick, none of those things. So I'm just gonna tape it in a few spots.
Mm-hmm.
You need to send it ¿cómo se llama un mensaje? La de Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Put all the tools that you use it and ask him, yeah.
Dad wants free tools.
Yes, because you use it for the batteries. This one is already busted. You need another one.
Yeah, we need to get some more tools.
More batteries for Milwaukee.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this back up, and then right now the water's coming right here. You probably can't see it on camera, but this is going to be, and it's going to go back and forth a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And this right here is going to be the exact same level of what's in the top of the bucket.
Beep, beep, beep. But we're moving the bucket.
Yeah, we're going to move the bucket.
This is going to move too.
So let me go ahead and recap this. And you don't want this water to spill out. So anytime that you're moving it, cap it, move it, uncap it, and then take your measurement.
Okay.
So hold that so I can go move the book.
I'll hold the mighty stick. Look at that flat butt. You ain't got no butt cheeks. See? Flat as a board. Damn, babe, how you hold your pants up?
Pull your butts up. I'm sorry.
Daddy needs some suspenders.
Pull your butt.
Maybe for Christmas. Or he just needs me to get him more overalls.
My Christmas is a final foam.
That's up on the hill. That way I don't have to bend down.
Do you think that's
The
far
water will be
enough?
higher up on the steak.
Do you think that's far enough?
I think it'll be far enough. So
You think so?
let's go throw them up onto the tripod and
Okay.
we'll take some measurements.
All right. Whee!
She literally threw y'all and you came over here to the tripod. Crazy. Center of the house, probably not, but that's the center of where we would like it measurement to be.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so some of that might have been off camera, especially like checking this area here. So this stake here, this side is the front of the house. This is the back of the house, so that's considered the back middle. So from that point to this point is a 15-inch difference, which I already knew that this was kind of high. And a lot of this material here, I can actually take that direction. Okay, so I'm actually going to start in this corner and I'm going to go at a diagonal, okay, trying to drag materials going that way. All right, and then once I've done that a little bit, then, and I can kind of show you the marks that Gladys was making. You might be able to make sense of them. So we have back middle, back right. Okay, so that's the back middle is that one. Back right is that one over there. So those are within a quarter of an inch to each other. And then you have the front right, which is this one over here. So those are within, an inch to 2 inches. Front middle, so that's actually up here about pretty close to where I'm standing. All right, then the center was basically right there in the very center. And then this is the back middle left. She did another point like in between that stake over there and that stake over there. But then you have your back left, so back left, front left. So that's the stakes over here and the stakes over there. All right, so these here are high. So anything that's low on your stick is going to be high in elevation. Anything high on your stick is going to be low in elevation, right? So everything is, as you're going, as you're raising your stick up, your water goes down. If your water is going up, your stick is going down. Does that make sense? Because water's always going to find level. So in the level that we took is from the bucket sitting over there. So you can put that the bucket anywhere. It doesn't matter where it goes, as long as you have, and that's basically what that's going to end up being, is your benchmark. That's what that's called, the benchmark. So you just set, and you want to make sure that your benchmark is going to be, you know, somewhere within the level. Obviously, you don't want to be holding the stick way up here, and you don't want to have the stick having to go way down, right, to where it goes off the top of your stick or off the top, right? You want the benchmark to be, you know, and the reason why I set it up on top of the hill up there is so it is at a comfortable level, and we're actually taking measurements right here at eye level. And I kind of did that to where as I started walking, I was like, okay, well, where's eye level for me that I can set the bucket as I'm standing over here? And that's where I put it. I put it up there. So, and that way we can do the measurements, you know, at eye level instead of having to bend over or you know, whatnot. So anyway, lunchtime. So we're gonna go eat some lunch, take a quick break, and then we'll be back to move some more rocks. take y'all along for the journey this time. So I don't think you got a chance to see everything. So basically came back through here, scraped a lot of the high side down. It still, you know, does this right here in the center, but that's kind of, I wanted it to do that. All right, so basically from right here right down the center, it slopes down that way and slopes down that way, so water won't sit here. It won't be no bowl. It's gonna go. So, well, but we'll see what the water says. Make sure that the water doesn't call me a liar. Look at that face of concentration.
Hi.
Yeah, it's doing a good job getting all that cleared out. Got the barbed wire fence down. Almost all the trees are gone. What are we looking like so far?
Everywhere.
Looking right into the sun.
place. So far, you've got your, what is it? Oh my goodness. Did I just write that right? Oh yeah.
Looks like
Your
back left, front
back
left. So front left is on the bottom. Back left.
Yeah, back left, sorry. Wait, what the fudge?
This is front left. I see FL,
Yeah,
BL. Front
Yeah.
left, back left.
yep.
Okay.
Front, nah.
So basically from that pin to that pin is about a 2.5 inch difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sloping that way, which is the natural slope of the land anyway.
Front left, back left. Then we have front middle, back middle.
Okay.
That's how far those are from each other.
So everything's still sloping that way.
Okay, so let me see what
Maybe.
these-
Well, I mean, there is a hump in the middle, so.
Yeah, there is a hump in the middle. Which is right here. And we'll put that ad up. Let's see what our center is.
I don't know if y'all
All
can
right,
see
our
the
center is right here.
water, which one of these days I might put a dye in it.
Center, front, middle, back, middle. So,
Yeah, they're all right there together.
yeah. So,
You can definitely see that the center
There is a
is the
hump.
highest.
Yeah.
So that's good.
center part is the highest.
That's
so
good.
the water would be going that way.
Yep, we do have rain coming this weekend, so we'll be able to see how everything
Test it out.
holds up
Mm-hmm.
if we get any low spots.
All right, now back left or back right.
Back right.
You like to call it. Back right.
Well, from a drafter's perspective, which is what I did,
Yes.
you always view your house or your layout as you're looking at the building, not standing in the building looking out.
Yep.
Is what she likes to do.
Ah, whatever. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Matters a lot.
Anyways, great. So this one I believe is hiding in here. Let's see where it's hiding. Yep, right in the center of that tape. So I'll put it here. Here. It remembers. It's right in the center of this tape. It's fine.
That'll be all right. We know. We'll use the tape as the mark. Okay,
Yeah.
it's all right there within the same.
So yeah, this will be your.
So still the only marks that are different are the 2 pins all the way up there. Everything else is almost right at the same level, within
Right.
inches.
Let's see what the front is.
Sorry, Dad's gonna be loud. Dad don't care about no videos. He just wants to work.
Work. Alright. Hello.
Yeah, this one shouldn't change because no rocks came over here. Well, the water changed a little bit because I moved it. So the level of where the water is going to change because I moved the bucket.
Yeah, I know.
And Willow drank out of it.
FM, and this is going to be front. Right. So both the front middle and the front right here are the same.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah.
So good.
So yeah, we're still at a slope. We're still at a slope.
But I think this will work out great.
The front left, and I can't believe it's like that. Back left. That one's confused. Back left, front left, yeah. The front left to the front right. That's the difference right there.
Less than a foot.
Huh?
Less than a foot.
Yeah. So that's our slope right there.
So we were at 15 inches. Now it's about 11.
I don't know.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically what it boils down to is that we're not going to be needing to get any other materials. So now it's just, you know, trying to get in here. There's some like little ridges and stuff like that I'll clean up with the rake. And then other than that, it's just compaction. So obviously weather coming is going to help with compaction. I can always bring the truck over here, just kind of drive over it. I can always keep driving over it with the tractor. Tractor doesn't have a whole lot of weight on it because it's a little tractor, right? I mean, it's bigger than Lil Mac, but still not a whole lot of weight. So I think my truck and or the Jeep would definitely have a lot more weight than that. So yeah, other than that, house pad's done. So with that, now it's just a waiting game for them to let us know that the house is done, and then come up with the rest of the deposit and then delivery. So that's it. So definitely thank y'all for following in on today's journey. Check out this other video we got right here. You want to stick around a little bit longer, you got the whole year's playlist over on this side. Icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to the side channel. And then last but not least, always get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.